Good morning, everyone. I'm now again in a beautiful hot day here in Vienna, and I actually record this business ideas and I would say recommendations from my side for all people who are in business, looking into business, want to be successful, just on the way how I go. The main purpose why I do this is because there's so many people around me who really want to become entrepreneurs, who want to be in business, who want to become managing directors and all of that. And many of them are just like, I have to do it one by one and speak with them because they ask and they want my recommendations by me being in business since a long time. So what happens is that I can understand all of this interest now here in Europe because, as you know, the European Union is kind of in an economical crisis, we can say. And it's not so beneficial at the present moment to be in certain jobs. And what we can especially experience is that some jobs start to disappear. Like, for example, there is one person I just talked yesterday with, and he said, Maren, what do you think? Yeah, you are an expert in education. And there is one educational profession which he is in and where he is working. And so he's asking himself if this will be there in 5 or 10 years because there are lots of government regulations. They keep up the educational standards for people. So if you don't fulfill the standards, you're out of that job. And so this is exactly what happened. What we talked about in the Congress already years ago about that some certain jobs will disappear. So like, for example, in this profession, it's like this, that at the present moment there are 2 times more people unemployed who learned that job than employed because there are just not more jobs, because they're just evaporating and disappearing with all of the change that's happening in technology, economy, standardization and all of that. So yes, that will happen. So a huge amount of flexibility is needed when you're in business. So when he's asking me, shall he open some educational institution or not, I say yes. Jobs disappearing does not mean that the economy or the need for education will disappear. It's just that it will be different. So this is what an entrepreneur has to be. He has to be on top of everything. He has to be in pace of time, and he has to move forward and constantly adjust his strategies and ideas. And so this is what I would recommend to him or to anyone who is in a business, doesn't matter what. If you see that there are changes and there is something happening, you need to think about how you can move around that situation and what will be the next step. So this is my recommendation for today. As I said, I'm not here to make huge money out of that. So I'm giving you this for free on YouTube. And it's really like I'm doing it because I think about the people who are coming to me, and sometimes it's difficult for me to answer all of the questions. So that's the way how I want to do it. So you see me in my complete private setting, like my morning walk in Schönbrunn when I now do that, because very early I have to get in my super suit, let's say like this, and be at the board meeting of an educational institution, and afterwards we have our end exams. It's end of the semester. We have our end exams for TLI pedagogic certification people. What I find is an amazing thing to grow your business, because that's something that's coming in the future more and more. So as it's still something that's mostly the smallest part of our business at the present moment, I really know that in some months and years it will grow because people are already pointing towards it. So I'll give this advice to whomever wants to have this advice, and always be aware that you have to have flexibility. Whatever you do, flexibility and good ideas, a creative mind is what you need. So there is no bad situation or bad economy. There's just adjustment needed. So when you adjust, you will be successful no matter what. So I wish you a beautiful day and all the best.